rNetwork is literally rNetwork. This is a creation of 8 months in the working. It's actually been a passion or a dream of mine my entire life. How do I put something together that we don't have to sell a lotion, potion, powder, or pill, or anything else, but we can actually save people money, and I make money when other people save? With the advent of the Rev card, the Rev card is the last card you're ever going to need. Basically, it's one card that's absolutely able to take all your cards and combine them into one. How do you do that? You just upload them in. So your Discover card, your American Express card, your other bank cards, your library card, all can function in the Rev card. And it is the most secure card on the planet. It's got a biometric scanner on the back, just like your thumbprint scanner on your phones that turns your phones on and off. It literally has a biometric scanner. So if you leave it behind, that card's worthless. None of your data, none of your transactions, nobody can steal your identity. Nobody can spend a dime off any of your cards without your thumb. Plus, if you do, I don't know how many of you on the phone have been like me and got talking after I signed the bill at a lunch appointment or a dinner appointment and left it in the sleeve and walked away. Well, with the Rev card, you won't get 300 yards away and your cell phone's going to ring and let you know you left the Rev card behind. It's got a small little LED screen on the front of it that allows you, it'll allow you to scan through all the apps up to all your cards, so you can turn it into your Discover card, you can turn it into your American Express card, Sky Miles, and of course you can have it your Rev account. The nice thing about this and what we're doing with it is when this card is issued to you, there's literally, because we're the issuer of the card, if you use your Rev account, which is your debit card part of it, with the Rev account, 10 people get paid when you swipe. Doesn't matter if you're getting the discounts or not. So if you go into Olive Garden, you order your meal, you save 20% right there at point of purchase because you presented the Rev card. When they run the card, it literally just goes and gives you the 20% discount. We've got over 375,000 merchants that are participating with the Rev card, and it happens either at the point of purchase or you immediately get cash back rolled right back into your account. The nice thing about it is because we're the issuer of the card, because we own the banks, the lion's share of the merchant fees that Olive Garden pays to have the right to be able to process credit cards comes back to the card issuer, and that's what we pay out the team building structure. So when other people save, when your customers and your other charter members, as you build out your large organization, as they save money, you get paid. Not only that, but because of the ownership and the relationships with the bankers, we've actually got to work out with your mortgage and your mortgage only. When you use the bill pay, because they of course won't take a debit card to pay your mortgages, you're literally going to be able to, when you use bill pay, 1% of your monthly mortgage will get paid out in the compensation plan as well. So a $2,000 mortgage, you pay your bill, $20 goes up to TBS divided by 2, that's $2 a tier. Now this may not sound like a whole lot of money because some compensations, you're buying a $1,500 package or a $400 auto ship. Well, people spend about $1,500 a month on common purchases with their debit cards when they pay their light bill, their cell phone bill, their cable bill. When they use their debit card to pay those bills, it aggregated average around the United States and most of Canada is about $1,500. Well, that's $15 they get paid out, divided by 10, that's $1.50 a tier. So you take the mortgages and that, and it's a pretty good, healthy income. We set this up, and why are we launching now? Because the cards aren't going to be ready until about the first of the year. Well, I need a distribution model. I need some way to actually get these cards out. So the easiest way to do it is create a system where we're building the distribution model as we're perfecting and finishing the final touches on the card. Why do I say that? Well, we had it ready to go, and the biometric scanner, along with the Intel chip that makes this whole thing work, was drawn down, and your card, once it got a charge, would only last in your purse or your wallet for about 2 days. Well, Samsung came up with a better biometric scanner, and now when you charge your card, it'll last 2, almost 3 weeks. So we chose to go with the better biometric scanner, and it takes time to manufacture that biometric scanner. It also got some modifications on the Intel chip that makes this thing work. You are selling the last card that ever needs to be sold. Now there's also, if you've seen the video, there's also a mic on it and a little speaker. There's also the little screen. This thing is going to be revolutionary in multiple areas, and I'm not going to share it, what they are. But this literally will be able to replace every card in your wallet except for one, and that's your driver's license. That's a really reduction of plastic in your purses and wallet to go from how many you have now down to a minimum of 2. And why are we doing this? The Rev card and the Rev account is going to change the way people bank. Basically, you put the bank in your wallet. And last but not least, why rNetwork? Well, the power of rNetwork is in the network. As we build this out and bring more products and services in the rewards and the benefit section of this, you will be astounded with the savings you have. We've got little partners like Walmart. We've got partners like Amazon.com. We've got partners like, well, let's just put it this way. One of the hardest things to do about being self-employed is getting insurance, even with Obamacare. And insurance is hard to come by. This is got a benefit package that will take your breath away. And we're going from a soft launch, which we were just kicking the tires and making sure all our systems were working effectively in the sign-ups. We had our flaws, but we answered them on the fly. Now we're perfecting that. We're going to now move into a pre-launch. The pre-launch will run from June 15th. June 6th, we're actually going to open up the rest of the world and give them a little bit of time before we go to pre-launch, and then we're going to give them all a little bit more time in order to go and get the discount in the sign-up. So we're going to go to June 30th at $38. And basically why is because I want to be paying you the very day we go into pre-launch. And we'll start having our weekly paychecks from Friday to Friday. All the charter memberships that get charged and will get paid out on a weekly basis, Friday to Friday, the following Friday. Now, I'm going to back up and just say I'm the president of the company, and I am your president. And I say it that way, I am your president, because this is rNetwork. We're building this together, and I'm all about having people build their own dreams. I live by 3 core principles. Find out where the world's going and get there first. I think you will all agree this card is going to be a state-of-the-art tool that allow people to be more secure with their transactions and with their data. And it's where the world's going. Second of all, make more money than you spend. If you use the rewards network when we launch it on the 15th, you'll save $50 to $80 a month guaranteed just from your expenditures, even before we get the card. It'll be a little bit complicated in comparison to card. You'll actually have to pull it up on the app and scan it at the point of purchase, but you're going to save $50 to $100, and on a $38 ask, you're money ahead. Of course, if you enroll 3 people, you make $10 a month on their subscription, so you're making more money. Well, you actually make $11. You're almost break even there, plus your savings. And last but not least, we pay out an unbelievable commission to the overall field. There are people on this phone that will make $10,000 a month. They'll probably even make more than that even before we issue the cards. Last but not least, lose your life in the betterment of others. If you really want to truly be happy in life, I know Jesus taught this, and I know a lot of other prophets that have been around the world. And basically, true happiness comes from loving others. And the only way you can truly love others is love yourself first. So if you can make money by helping other people save money and make money, that's true happiness. I know this for a fact. I'm the inventor of the color change t-shirt, the ones that change color with temperature. In fact, our biggest client is Coors. When the Rocky Mountains turn blue because the beer is cold enough, is a derivative of the technology that I invented over 20 years ago. And I tell you that story not to brag, but I had a very interesting experience. About 3 years after I sold it, a gentleman sent me a postcard for Christmas. And all he did is said thanks and left his phone number. Well, I was dying to understand what he said thanks for. In fact, it said something like this: thanks for making me a millionaire, and he had his phone number on it. I immediately called him, and I found out he spent a good chunk of money to buy his first chunk of T-shirts, the opportunity to sell my T-shirts, and he went to South Beach on Florida, took his Volkswagen Bug, put an umbrella in the sand, and started selling color change T-shirts on the beach, and eventually got a storefront there right on the boardwalk, right on the beachfront. And he sent me the postcard 2 or 3 days after he deposited him the $1 millionth in his savings account. He was now a millionaire after making payroll and living a decent standard of living. I just sat and wept as he talked to me, because the joy that came to me for helping that man live his own dreams is something that I can't even put into words. And that's what our network's all about. We're dedicated into bringing a solution where people on a secure way can make purchases, feel very confident about it, get point-of-purchase discounts, and you, as one of our chartered members, will start making a residual reoccurring income. A lot of you are going to ask me, well, what about things you've done in the past? I haven't controlled them. I've been a founder, and I've created unbelievable comp plans, but I had to be able to control this from start to finish and surround myself with the correct team. I will tell you this: Terry McEwen and Trent Walker are my secret sauce and my magic doctor. Terry McEwen worked for the government in the banking regulations in New Jersey for over 20 years, and he's now gone in the private sector, and the FDIC approached him and wants to roll up banks in the East. Some of them are actually down south, and these are minority-owned banks. We're going to consolidate them, make them profitable beyond their belief with what we're doing with the Rev card, and he's going to be over it. Well, it wouldn't work at all if I didn't have Trent Walker. Trent's my partner in this. In fact, he just flew out. He's in the hotel, and where we're excited to meet tomorrow. He is the fintech expert. What is fintech? Well, it's financial tech. He is a master at it. He's unbelievable. In fact, he is the one him and his team are the ones that created the pay solutions for the billing system for a little company called Google. Well, Google had such success with what Trent put together in their advertising billing solutions that a little company called Facebook hired him away, and it was so easy for him. He worked there for less than a year and had that project completed. Said, you know what, I'm going to build it myself. And then the company that holds the patents and has everything to do with the Rev card bought him. And he said, yeah, I'll sell to you if I get to take the Rev card to wherever I want. And he was already our partner. So between those two men, we have the most state-of-the-art opportunity. The magic's not necessarily all in the card and the technology. The magic is the fact that the bank is owned by us. And when you present a card to a merchant, it doesn't matter if the discount's there or not. There's going to be some vendors, a mom and pop shop somewhere that you buy a cup of coffee from that doesn't give you a discount. We all still get paid because we're the creator of the card. Now, we're going to put an opportunity where you can have that mom and pop coffee shop, have discounts, but that's coming down the line. With that, I know that the people are on the line want to see a great opportunity where they can make money by having people save money. And for that, I salute every one of you on the line. I hope to be able to see you face to face. We're going to have a lot of fun together. And you need to know this: I am your president, and there won't be a C-level above me. We are going to run this a very lean, mean fighting machine, because it's all about us as the rNetwork and the charter members.